Imagine a man on live television, eyes closed, hands raised, commanding a hurricane to turn away. He says God heard him. The storm weakens just enough to spare his city. Millions believe. But behind the miracle claims, darker secrets waited to surface. Deals with warlords, charity planes hauling diamonds instead of food, a billion-dollar empire built on faith and hidden greed. This is the untold fall of a preacher who prayed for storms to stop, but couldn't stop his own. He came into the world on a quiet spring day in 1930, in a small Virginia town shadowed by mountains and old battlefields. His father was already climbing the political ladder in Washington, a senator to be who believed power should never mean wealth. The family home was modest, lessons strict: serve, stay humble, keep clean. His mother carried faith like a flame, born again during wartime, praying her boys would feel the same fire. Nicknamed by a brother's playful pats, he grew to hate his birth name too soft, he thought, so he chose something simple, strong. It fit the boy who drilled at military schools, woke before dawn, marched with rifles, and still graduated top of his class. College followed, history books, late-night adventures, a near-perfect record. He boxed, he partied, he borrowed the dean's car for joyrides, and left sorry notes on empty tanks. Life felt wide open. Then war called. He enlisted early, trained hard, shipped to frozen Korean hills where death hid in every shadow. Officially, he handled supplies under fire, but whispers later said his powerful dad pulled strings to keep him safe. Liquor runs from Japan, not frontline trenches. He sued the accuser for millions, then dropped it quietly before anyone testified. The doubt lingered like smoke. Yale law came next, polished and promising. He graduated near the top, but the bar exam, failed once, never tried again. Years later, he laughed that he'd never even read the Constitution, despite a full year of classes. The corporate world beckoned: big salary, bright future. He walked away. Over dinner with a quiet missionary, one Bible verse cracked him open: trust the Lord completely. Everything changed. He ditched the suits, the startup, the safe path. Family gasped. Seminary swallowed 3 years. Theology, tongues, charismatic fire in a Baptist world that frowned on it. Married in secret to a nurse from the wrong faith, wrong politics. They eloped, built a life on love and little else. Kids arrived amid chaos, one before vows, others during pivots. Broke with $70 and a growing family. He drove south to buy a dead TV station. No signal at first, just static to the corner store. He pastored briefly, burned out fast, sold pots door to door to eat. One of America's sharpest minds, reduced to kitchenware pitches. But his wife held steady. In 1960, the network flickered on. Barely. Costs crushed them. $7,000 a month to stay alive. He begged a tiny crowd, 700 people, $10 each. It worked. The show grew. Miracle stories, exorcisms on air, presidents as guests. Viewers surged. By the 70s, millions tuned in nightly. Faith met fear, prophecy met politics, a formula that printed money. If this story grips youth, arise, the hidden rot, share it now. Let others see what faith can build and break. The 80s exploded. Co-hosts joined, a singer, a beauty queen. The format softened, talk show shine. News arm launched reporters worldwide, donor cash fueling bureaus from Beirut to Tiananmen. But stories slanted, persecuted believers front page, contradictions buried. Books poured out. One on secret kingdoms sold huge royalties, rebuilding studios. Another on global cabal sparked outrage. Old shadows of hate in new ink. Charity began. Pure famine aid. Thousands fed. Then planes meant for rice carried drills to African mines. Pilots confessed. One relief flight in 40. The rest equipment for his private dig. Settlement came quiet. Millions paid. No charges. Donors never knew their mercy-funded gems. He ran for president in '88. No joke. Millions registered through his shows. Iowa stunned. He beat the sitting vice president. Small checks from faithful built a war chest. But extremes surfaced. No abortion exceptions. School prayer forced. God whispering missile spots. He claimed prayers diverted hurricanes. Reporters replayed the tape. Laughter killed momentum. Southern strongholds crumbled. He quit without a win. But the machine lived. Voter guides flooded churches, flipped Congress red. Power shifted permanent. Scandals chased. assassination calls on foreign leaders, blamed disasters on gays, devils in other faiths, earthquakes as curses, strokes as judgment. Apologies followed. Half-hearted a cable channel rose from Ministry Roots family reruns. Wholesome hits, sold for nearly $2 billion to a media giant. It morphed secular. Critics cried betrayal. Profits is built on tithes. Worse, partnerships with a butcher president in a bleeding nation. Gold pulled while bodies piled. Praise on air for a war criminal, lobbying to shield him. Venture collapsed when justice finally knocked. University founded thousands trained in law. Faith, creation over science. Graduates staffed White Houses. Water park with scripture slides. Millions lost. Lawsuits settled silent. He stepped back in 2007, hosted till 91. Wife gone after 68 years. Died at 93 amid praise and fury. Legacy. A movement born. Politics baptized in pulpits. Or divisions sown. Greed masked as gospel. He prayed storms away. But the real tempest his own making raged unchecked. Faith lifted him high. Truth pulled harder. If this moved you, hit like, subscribe, share wide. Stories like these need light. What do you think? Hero of the faithful, or warning in robes? Tell me below.